TigerStop's advanced features make it even more powerful. These features make your work more efficient, cut even more labor costs, and further reduce waste. We're going to cut that same order again, however this time we're linking to an office computer. We'll also use TigerStop's optimizing software and an automatic labeler that prints information for the parts we cut. TigerStop works smoothly with almost all cabinet design and cut list generation programs. Your cut list is easily sent to the TigerStop controller. There's no need to take it to the shop floor or manually enter the cut list into the TigerStop. Now that the cut list is in the controller, Ed's free to use the revolutionary TigerStop Optimizer. Instead of guessing what pieces to cut from each board, Ed simply enters a usable length, and the Optimizer figures out the best use of the material. This can reduce your scrap by 55% or more, putting those savings in your pocket. Because Ed's using the TigerStop labeler, he's freed from having to mark each piece by hand. Let's look at it close up. Ed's made a trim cut at the beginning of the board. The usable length between the trim and the first defect is 18 inches. Ed enters this length into the controller, and the Optimizer will now look for the right combination of parts to make from the cut list. The TigerStop Optimizer is unparalleled in processing capability, able to effectively consider up to 15,000 different combinations a second for each usable length. While Ed is cutting, a labeler creates a unique label for each piece. After the defect is removed, Ed looks for the next defect. There is another knot at 40 inches. Again, he enters the usable stock length into the controller. The Optimizer figures out the best use and the stop moves to position. Ed has finished the cut, and it looks like the Optimizer can get more pieces out of the usable length. Meanwhile, the TigerStop is keeping track of the parts, positioning the stop, and printing unique labels for each part. Ed just concentrates on cutting and entering the usable lengths. No more fiddling around with pencils, trying to keep track of counts, hand marking parts, and setting and resetting stops. Let's watch Ed process a board with fewer defects. Looks like Ed has wrapped up this job pretty quickly. By using the Optimizer and the labeler, we were able to complete the same cut list in 24 minutes with a 55% reduction in waste. Let's talk to some TigerStop users and find out how they get optimal results from their TigerStop.
With the TigerStop, you're able to optimize and get the best cuts. At the end of the day, when you look in the scrap bin, you find that the only thing that's in there are defects and maybe 1 to 2 inches of waste, if that.
It's reduced our waste probably 80%, because by doing everything by hand, there's no optimization of that board. You're going to start at the biggest and cut down to the smallest and try to use up your scrap. This way here, you're cutting big, small, whatever the best size that fits the length of material that you input the machine.
I mean, you can't do it any quicker, I don't think. That's excellent.
Is the TigerStop more efficient? No doubt about it. Let's look at the numbers and compare a traditional setup with a TigerStop. As you can see, our custom cut order using a traditional stop and chop saw took over 1 hour and 41 minutes and wasted a substantial amount of material. By adding a basic TigerStop, we were able to reduce our labor cost by more than 34%. We also improved our production time, reduced the number of miscut parts, and achieved better accuracy. That's pretty amazing for such a minimal investment. Using the optimizing software and the labeler, we completed the job in 24 minutes. That's less than a quarter of the time that it took using traditional methods. We also reduced our waste by 55%. So what does this mean to you in annual savings? Ed saved about $52 on this job. If you cut a couple of small jobs a day, your savings would add up to almost $30,000 in the first year. In just a few minutes, we've seen 15 years of industry change. The TigerStop is a fast and accurate positioning tool that will streamline your shop, reduce your waste, and increase your profits. Put a TigerStop in your shop today. Here's how.